Oh boy, that era of Crash where they had to like try hard humor, you know, trying to be edgy but also still trying to push the boundaries of a kid's thing, but also, you know.
Nina, you're a filthy whore.
Yeah. And then they use that cringy. She used that cringy term one time, Jeebus. You remember that? Instead of Jesus.
Nope.
Yeah, that was a term that people use, and they're like, "That's what kids say today." And she's like, "Oh, Jeebus."
Was that one you got those like priests or cardinals in that episode of Family Guy where Peter kidnaps the Pope? He's like, see on page 327? It says Jeebus. Or whatever page number it was. Yeah, it says Jeebus.
Yeah. This is supposed to be Jesus, right? Yeah, what about the real-time lighting, except it's by a lot faster than real time?
This kind of explodes.
I know.
But not just like a disappear explode, like more of a shatter explosion.
Yeah.
Explode.
Explored.
Yep. I just like how the lingers.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog at this time. We're gonna make several great games and make good sequels to said games. Naughty Dog now. Why make sequels when we can just keep remastering games we made 5 years ago?
Yeah. There's starting to be a trend of remastering games from like less than a decade ago. Like, and I realize that like it's been done before with PlayStation, but with PlayStation games, but like whenever literally The Last of Us Remastered came out, the year after the game came out, for like, you know, remastered version on PS4, the year after the PS3 game. Now, I'm sure a reason for that was because money, but also because the PS4 couldn't play PS3 games. And because The Last of Us was so popular. To be fair, it came with the DLC, but still. And then again, less than a decade later, they had The Last of Us Part 1, which is a faithful remake of the first game, and it's just like the first game was less than a decade old, still. But there seems to be a trend of that right now, because again, they released The Last of Us Part 2. Ukulele is getting a remaster, or faithful remake or whatever, this year or next year, when the game came out in like 2016, the original one. Let's see, I'm trying to think, oh yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a PS5 remaster, like this year or next year or something.
I know, but why?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're starting to do that for games that are, I would think at least a decade needs to go by. Like, I feel like, you know, a decade one would be a celebration of it. You know, it'd be like, okay, here's a remaster of the original game or these games or whatever, as a celebration of so many years.
What about
something really teary at the funeral?
Nintendo's really dumb reason for why they don't bring their prices down?
What was it again?
We don't want people to, you know, wait to buy the game after 3 months because the price will go down. We don't want people that bought the game at full price to feel duped when someone buys it at a cheaper price.
Oh my god.
Josh is like, no. It's like, that's not your reason. Like, there's... what it is someone is still going to buy it, and they'll have to pay that full cost for it. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
You know what the irony would be is like, what if no one bought it? Like they waited and they're like, well, I guess we're not going to buy it. You know, not going to play it.
And of course we know it's not true, because then you also have like Nintendo Selects. Those are marked down.
Yeah.
Which I like it when they do Nintendo Selects.
Well, yeah.
They're cheaper.
Yeah.
And and like the game doesn't cost as much in the resale market because they were so plentiful.
Yeah. Well, it depends really. But
Still doesn't cost all that much for a 3DS
Yeah.
copy of a Ocarina of Time.
yeah, that's like whenever what do you call it? Whenever YouTube removed the ability to see dislikes like under normal circumstances, is because we don't want to discourage small creators if they, for the dislikes, and nobody bought that because it happened to be a feature, happened to be a thing after the announcement of Nintendo Online. Like, everyone disliked it because we got that instead of getting a virtual console where you get all the games. Own them more so than a subscription service, I should say. And, yeah. Like, it's funny because absolutely zero people bought that. We all know the reason why. I think you have to kill that thing. They'll come after their minions or helpers or whatever. Those things are annoying. But anyway, now it seems like Sony's trying to be the Apple of the gaming world.
What?
Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, Sony, like,
Yeah.
they released that PlayStation Portal, $200 for a Wii U gamepad for the PS5 that always has to be online.
But doesn't it stream?
Yeah, or, well, like, it's supposed to be, like, kind of a remote play type thing.
Well, and that's why it has to be online.
Well, no, I mean, like, you had remote play on PSP and PS Vita. And they didn't have to be online, they just had to be connected to,
Router?
No, they just had to be connected, like, with the PS3 or PS4. Depending on what, system. But yeah, that one you have to be online. And also, apparently, the connection wasn't very good. The connection was apparently really sad.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching a review of it, and it...
Sad.
And then Sony's like, well, maybe we should focus on our games, putting out more games. No, PS5 Pro for $700 without the attachments, all the attachments to it. Yeah, okay, let's see. So it's like if you buy a PS5 Pro, and you buy the attachments for it to like the stand and the disc drive, which are sold separately for high prices for what those things are. And then you buy a couple of fully priced games, or maybe even just like one fully priced game and one slightly budgeted game. That's going to be over $1,000 after tax. And like, I know there's going to be people that will buy the PS5 Pro, but they're probably not going to get as many as they're hoping for. If they say like, if they end up coming out saying, haha, JK, we're going to have this version that comes with all the attachments and it's going to be the same price as the regular PS5, and also we're going to lower the prices of the regular PS5s, then that'll be different.
That would win some people over.
That would win some people over, but but because the situation they have right now, like, I have seen nobody happy about it. They've probably paid some companies to say, like, well, here's why it's worth the price, actually. I've seen some, like, company, like, some articles saying that from, like, bigger companies.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, all the normal people were, like, the ones who weren't bought off are like, yeah, we're not paying that much. Now, PCs are still technically, getting a gaming PC is still technically it still technically costs more. I know, it's because of the stupid ice physics.
As opposed to the intelligent ice physics.
Yeah. The intelligent ice physics don't screw you over like that. They screw you over in a more clever way. But anyway. So, yeah. Okay, so I know that if you want to get a PC, a gaming PC that can play some of the latest games, you basically have to spend over $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're wanting to do both gaming and stuff on your PC, like if you're wanting to do a bunch of mods and also other stuff that computers do, then yeah, it's worth the price. And along with playing the latest games. But if all you're wanting to do is play the games, it's not really worth over $1,000, which is, again, why
the mouse and keyboard is the greatest control ever! I highly disagree.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Except
I think it depends on the game. It depends on the game, but most games don't work with it. Don't work well. Don't feel comfortable playing it. Obviously, point-and-click games are different. Those are like maybe like using a mouse in mind. But like, I mean, really the only problem I have with mouse and keyboard controls is really the keyboard part. The mouse part is fine.
Really, just for me, it's the mouse. It's the mouse part. I don't like.
No, like in stuff like first-person shooters, I can see the appeal of it when it comes to the mouse. I just don't see the appeal of the keyboard.
Because my hand has 5 digits on it, and I can hit up to 5 keys at once.
Yeah.
On my keyboard.
But yeah, like I was saying, the PS5 Pro being close to that price after tax and everything is too much.
I forgot, how do you lower the gate?
Let's see, did you go? You went beyond the trees, didn't you, or did you?
Nope.
Okay, well. I think this is how you also do it, unless this is like where you unlock something, unlock the red eco stuff. Let's say you might want to wait for it to slow down a bit, physics and such. Oh, minimum. G-farce.
Yeah. Why did it come back out so quickly?
We could do the Sonic Unleashed Werehog Fall. Ah! Apparently, Jason Griffith was like sick that day, and like I guess when he was trying to do that voice, it just came out like that. There was something about that.
Hey, don't you think we should do one more freaking take? Nah, that's fine. We already shipped the game. It'd be really cool if I could see it more than like 2 inches to the side of the screen.
No, let's talk about personal stuff and then get mad when people try to ask about it. Oh wait, this isn't Facebook, sorry.
I'm so mad at you. What happened? I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's like, then why?
Oh, it's the yellow eco.
Ow. Yeller.
A yellery eco.
Yeah, no.
Well, there's Ika.
Oh wait, so there's no way out of here, is there? Other than the way I came in.
Is somewhere.
Other than the way I came in.
I feel like there's you step on a platform or something, brings you back. Maybe?
Now.
Oh no, you slide down that thing right there. Oh no, you slide down the thing. I'm terrible at controlling the volume of the volume.
Still don't quite remember how to open up that gate.
The gate. Maybe, I don't remember if it's when you press down on all those things, or if it's, you know, all those things, but I could be wrong on that.
Ow!
Ow!
I don't think it's anything to take care of over here. No.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
So what about the 1,000 video document where each video is 3 hours long on the circumstances of Mrs. Puff in jail?
There's gotta be at least an hour-long video that discusses Mrs. Puff being in jail.
Or like how many times she ends up in jail?
Oh yeah, it's more than once, isn't it?
Many times. There's like an episode where she says something like, I can't leave town without violating my parole, or something like that. And then it's revealed in a semi-recent episode that her name is Penelope Puff. Penelope Puff.
Penelope.
Yeah. So Windows had a recent update that added AI stuff.
Yeah, I know.
No, you didn't know. You had no idea.
I just don't use it.
I've mentioned this on my Let's Play of you have to use the yellow eco.
I don't care. I'm gonna use this anyway.
I noticed on let's see, what was it? Yellow. Let's see. I noticed on Yellow Eco, the 14800 hour-long video on the Yellow Eco here in the caves. Like, I do like this one video that was talking about like every video essay thing. It says something about the creation of SpongeBob, and he's like, back in 19-something hundred, something about the entertainment industry. You know, just like starting all the way back there.
Wait, how far back?
Like basically like really early 1900s. Talking about like the I guess they're starting to talk about something from that era. I always forget, like, I just kind of instinctually find it. Right, not instinctually, I'll just kind of find it eventually, and then I'll forget where I found it. The way to open up that thing. Oh yeah, there's also that mission over there. With the bird. With the burb. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Oh, ouch. And then they bring back that thing with, in Jak 3, or basically that thing, but it's a different animal. Different animals in the desert.
So what about, thing someone made with the Final Fantasy X, but it's like Titus's laugh is the sound for a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
You see, I would love to have something like that, so like, every attack is
What about the early days of like popularizing mods and stuff? Oh yeah, that's how you open it. Popularizing mods with like Skyrim. I mean, I know Doom was popular with mods, but like Skyrim kind of popularized it because it was it had a bunch of like, you know, Thomas the Tank Engine and all that stuff as dragons. Oh yeah, that platform takes you back to
Dragon D's nuts.
Oh.
To install them as CDs. What CDs?
CDs nuts.
It should have said something about a Rafflecopter.
Yes.
Going swah.
Our Rafflecopter goes swah.
Even though really Rafflecopter and all that really wasn't really funny.
Was it the voice and stuff, or was
I
it?
don't know. I don't know why we ever laughed at it.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff in the 2010s that we probably wouldn't cringe at today. Like there's probably a lot of Vines that I found hilarious back in the day, Vine videos, and I think looking back at some of them, I was like,